listeners! Welcome to another showing of Entertainment Showbiz! I am your host, Pitch, and, well, I hate to say this, I hate to announce this, but it is our finale! It is our last showing. That's crazy, right? I'll delve more into that when I'm saying my bittersweet goodbyes. Anyway, today we are our special guest is a video game. How fun! Um, and I'm sorry if I'm sniffling. My allergies are killing me. It's so sad. It's like I'm losing this boxing match, man. Against allergies, they're overpowering me. But anyways, enough about me. We have to focus on our guest for tonight. Now, spotlight shine on this new guest and give a round of applause, fellow gals, pals, and non-binary pals. And, well, today we are welcoming our guest, Honkai Star Rail. You may have heard of this game because I'm getting blasted with ads left and right on my phone for this game, so I'm pretty sure that I'm not alone in that. So you may have heard what it is. But in case if you haven't, dear listeners, it's an upcoming free-to-play 3D role-playing game, and it's single player, so sorry to you multiplayer fans, but this is single player. It is developed and published by Hoyoverse and Cognosphere Pte Ltd. You may have heard of those companies. I'm pretty sure they're fairly big, and they're notable at the very least. We'll cover more of the companies in a moment, but Star Rail is the 4th installment in the Honkai series. 4 installments. That's crazy. It's a long series. And this game, Star Rail, uses a combination of brand new characters and alternate versions of pre-existing characters from Honkai Impact 3rd. So if you're a fan of Honkai Impact 3rd, well, you might want to check out Star Rail to see some of your favorite characters have an alternate version, and explore more of that alternate version. Characters are always amazing. Like, the best. Anyway, the planned release date for Star Rail is quite close, so it's April 26th, 2023. So if you're interested in this game, you better mark your calendars, people, because the date is drawing near. Now, the platforms that this game will be on are as follows: the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 4, on Android, iOS, and on Microsoft Windows. So, for all of you different types of gamers out there, mobile gamers, PS players, and PC players, sorry Xbox players, I'm sorry, but for the rest of you fellow gamers, you get to play Honkai Star Rail. Now, let's draw our focus on the companies, the beautiful, beautiful companies who made these games. Or, I guess, game. Whoops. I said games because of Honkai Impact 3rd. Anyway, whoops. Okay. MiHoYo is, not Japanese, good god, Chinese video game development and publishing company. In addition to games, the company has created various other products like animated series, books, comics, music, and merchandise. So you might have heard of MiHoYo not because of its video games, but because of their other stuff that they create. I wonder what other stuff they have created. I need to look into that. But the founder of MiHoYo is, oh god, I'm so sorry if I say this wrong, but Kai Hayoyu. And this company was founded in 2011. Fairly new for a company. Not too new, but not too old. It's in there. It's in the, in between. And as of 2022, there has been 5,000 employees, or there is 5,000 employees in MiHoYo, working for MiHoYo. That's crazy. 5,000? Wow. What a big company. Now, as for Cognosphere Pte Ltd, It's an Android developer that has been active since 2020, so it's fairly young, at least compared to MiHoYo, and especially compared to other well-known companies that we all know and love. The current app portfolio for Cognosphere contains 5 apps. That's a lot of apps for a company who has only been active for 3 years. That's a lot of apps. In the Google rankings, apparently, their apps appear in the top 100 in more than 10 countries. That may not seem impressive to you guys, but that's pretty impressive to me. And it may be impressive to some of you, I don't know. But in the top 100 with these 5 apps in 10 countries, that's pretty impressive. Now, Cognosphere is located in Singapore. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Their 5 apps are as follows. Genshin Impact, which was a hit game that I'm pretty sure a lot of people know of. I know it because I played it. Can't play it anymore because long story. Anyway, it's not about Genshin Impact. This is about Star Rail. Now, anyway, the other 4 apps are Tears of Themis, which I also have. That's funny. And then Honkai Star Rail, which is the newest addition to their roster, or I guess portfolio. Hoyo Lab and Nova Desktop Live Wallpapers. Pretty cool. It's a pretty cool portfolio. Now, if you want to know more about the characters, then, well, I'm here to provide you with, I'm not gonna go over all the characters because there are a lot that have been announced, including, the player character. But I chose a couple that I specifically really like. And, well, I hope you like the characters that I'm going to tell you as well. Now, Honkai Star Rail, I bet, has a lot of cool gameplay tactics. From what I've seen, it's sort of fighting style. It's a bit similar to Genshin Impact. Now, our first character that has been announced is Arlen. Here he is. He's got a little dog. He is the head of the Herta Space Station Security Department. He's very protective of his staff and will sacrifice his life to protect them. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, as far as I know, they haven't really delved into what, these specific locations that I'm gonna speak of, or, different, specific things, like the Herta Space Station, as far as I know. But, I don't know. Next up is Asta. She is a lead researcher at a space station, and her unwavering curiosity has led her to make some of the greatest discoveries in the field of astronomy. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Next up is Blade. Here he is. He's a member of the Stellaron Hunters, but nobody knows what his name actually is. Possibly a plot element for his story. His damaged sword reflects the state of his mind and body. Same, buddy. Next up is... I'm trying to go fast. Next up is Clara. Probably Clara. You might recognize her. She's a young girl who bears resemblance to Klee from Genshin Impact. So, for those of you who are a fan of Genshin Impact, we have our first, alternate character. She's an orphan who joined the Prospectors in order to survive. You'll often see her with the robot Svarog. Hopefully I said that right. Who she reactivated from a dormant relic. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Next up is Dan Heng. Dan Heng. You might also recognize this man, because he's a man who has quite the shocking resemblance to Zhongli from Genshin Impact. So, again, if you're a fan of Genshin Impact, and if Zhongli, and if Zhongli is one of your favorites, well, here is your alternate version of Zhongli. He appears to wield a polearm, which, if you're not aware, a polearm is a weapon that is a pole. Um, he's a reserved individual who acts as the train's guard. The train being, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it's called um, the Astral Express. Anyway, um, his calm demeanor allows him to observe changes in his surroundings with ease. So he's very observant. So you won't be able to get the first move on him in any way. Next up is Gepard. Gepard. This man. He's the captain of the Silvermane Guards. His meticulous manner is ridiculed sometimes, but the people of Belobog, yes, Belobog, I'm trying to say it right, have maintained peace thanks to his efforts. So, he's like sort of a knight in shining armor, I guess. Next up is Hook. Look at this little darling, oh my god. Hook is the leader of the Mole's Adventure Squad. Along your journey, she may invite you to join her crew. To be honest, I'd join her crew. Look at her, she's adorable. Anyway, next up is Jin Huan. Pretty cool, love the line. Anyway, he is one of the 6 generals of the Xianzhou. I totally said that wrong. But the Xianzhou Alliance. He leads the Cloud Knights of the Zhangzhou Luofu. God, I am butchering these names. Jing Huan was once a brutal warrior, but now his main priority is the future of Luofu. An honorable man. Next up is Luocha. Here he is. If you're wondering what that thing behind him is, that, my friends, is a coffin. He's a man from beyond the seas. He's often seen carrying a huge coffin. I don't know why, but it looks cool. He has great medical skills and he's quite reliable, so yeah, seems like quite the trustworthy man. Next up is Sampo. This man. My mouse is in the way. Sampo. A salesman who's always trying to make a quick buck. Sampo is very intelligent and uses his great knowledge to get your money, so I wouldn't trust him with your wallet. Or just anything that is worth of money. He might be a trickster, but he looks cool. I like his outfit. Next up is Serval. This girl right here. She's the eldest daughter of the Landau family. She's currently a mechanic who runs the Neverwinter Workshop and occasionally performs rock and roll music. Pretty cool. Rock and roll's a pretty fun genre of music. Next up is Welt. Here he is. Love it. Welt is a former anti-entropy sovereign who has saved the Earth from annihilation more than once. During a time of peace, Welt became an animation storyboard artist. That's cool. Love that. Next up, our final character that I'm covering, out of the many that they've announced, is Yang Qing. Yang Qing, well, he's one of the characters that we don't know too much information about. There are a couple others that we don't know too much information about, and Yang Qing is one of them, but this young man looks so much fun. I am excited to see, personally, what his character is. From what I guess, looks like he's some sort of, like, castle guard, or maybe even a prince. I don't know. Well, anyway, that was our roster of characters. Now, well, small roster of characters. I am not going to go over every single character. But the fighting style is unique, similar to Genshin Impact, with, like, powers and stuff, like, different, like, elemental powers. Especially with some of the characters that I didn't cover have elemental powers, like lightning and stuff. If you're more interested in Honkai Star Rail, look up the characters, and you'll see more characters. All of them are very interesting, and I wanted to cover them all, but that would take way too long, and I don't want this to be, like, taking forever. Now, yes, you may have heard that this is the finale. This is the finale. It's pretty sad. And this has been an amazing journey with you, fellow listeners. Um, oh god, my allergies. I promise I'm not crying, it's my allergies. Good god. If I didn't warn you about that, yeah, the reason why I'm sniffling is because my allergies are beating me up, like, absolutely beating me up. Um, but mark your calendars, guys, because this game is coming out pretty soon. Like, very soon. And, well, I bet you it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I myself am gonna download it when it comes out. Um, and, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the finale for Entertainment Showbiz. And don't worry, I'll find a way to continue this going. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll continue Entertainment Showbiz on YouTube. So, look out, listeners, because I might be going mainstream. Oh god, hopefully. Hopefully, oh god. The thought of that makes me a bit nervous. But no, this has been a fun journey. Fun journey. I'm trying to keep this bittersweet ending short, but man, I'm so happy I got the opportunity to do this, listeners. You have all been such a wonderful audience. I cannot say it enough. Now, I hope you enjoyed this last showing of Entertainment Showbiz, and don't miss out when we come back in town in the future. Because, well, I'm still gonna need an audience in the future. But gals, pals, non-binary pals, enjoy your night, and I hope you enjoyed your stay here at the Entertainment Showbiz Theater. So yeah, listeners, and stay tuned. Farewell.